Name's Bar, by the way, Red Bar. All my permits are current.
Jules is reading comics. Yes. Okay. Nice save, Mike. Thank you. It actually is the truth. Okay. Thank you for believing me. All right. Now, I want to show you Ben Gleib's walk-off. This is really funny, and there were some great moments. People were really yelling at him. He started, you know, because Ben Gleib's crazy, and he just runs his mouth, but you had 3 conservatives sitting next to him, and they're like, Ben, you're a fucking idiot. So we're going to show you some of these. He storms off Fox News. Here's the original clip. Now, this is the one that was edited. They don't show the walk-off in the original clip, or...
No. But remember, we watched it this morning.
Yeah.
It wasn't there.
So here's this original clip, and I'll just set this up.
Hopefuls took the stage in Houston at Houston's Texas Southern University in what was the longest 2020 debate to date.
Okay, we'll be the judge of that, okay? Who does she remind me of right there? Let's go
Demi.
to... Demi from The Bachelor. You got it, yeah.
That's what it always makes me think
wow.
of. Especially with
that's
the glasses.
Exactly it. Let's go to...
Wow, I think someone found the hummus clip. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, that is... You're welcome to interrupt. Hummus clip 5202.
Oh my God, come on, take a deep breath.
I'm blue, double D, double do, double ding, Michael do, double D, I'm a Jew, habba dee, habba do, I'm better. All right, here we go. Here's the hummus clip. Wow, so this is shot weird. So here they are, Richard Dreyfuss, Emilio Estevez, and Rosie O'Donnell eating at a table. And here it is. The clip is weird, so it doesn't get taken down by YouTube, but here it is.
That's good. What is that?
Hummus.
What is?
Hummus.
Some sliced vegetables, a side of hummus, a homicide.
Yeah, got it. Uh-oh. Wow, look at that. Mike remembers.
How do you remember this stuff?
There are lines that stay with me through time, and that was one of them. And we were in the store the other day buying some hummus. This is why we were in the store the other day buying baby carrots and hummus. And I said to Jules, I go, you know, when I was a kid, hummus was a weird food. It wasn't accepted in the American household. You know, when I was a kid growing up in the 80s and 90s, hummus was not something that you got. That was weird. And I remember this movie because they were eating hummus, and that was like a weird thing to eat. That was like eating sushi back then was weird. It was a dare. And I remember this movie because he goes, what the fuck is this? And he goes, it's hummus. And he goes, And then he goes, a side of hummus? A homicide. You heard that? So I remembered.
Hummus.
Some sliced vegetables, a side of hummus, a homicide.
And he takes out a gun. Shut the fuck up, nigga! And that's where I also got my attitude from. So there it is. I pull out a gun every time Jules says something. I go, shut up. Where is my gun, by the way? I haven't had that in a while.
Yeah, where did that go?
It's right there. You want to get me my gun? Get me my gun. Yeah, because I should probably be...
You motherfuckers want to disrespect me? Oh wait, it's not working. Ah! Yeah! Look at that! Ah! A mass murder, a black murder, it's a mass murder, it's a I'm guilty, the nigga. Simon, everyone stop me. The end of the feds. Stab and brass knuckle you. There's nothing you can do. Enough with your motherfucking talk and talk. Get your balls and off to the proud dog. The raw dog makes you all y'all. Alright, red bar. Split there. Is this embarrassing or cool? Alright, let's return to the show. Where were we? Oh, Ben's walk-off.
Yes.
Ben Gleib's
It's a walk-off.
My gun was jammed. My shit is all jammed up. Ah, come on, you good-for-nothing, cock-sucking motherfucking shit. Shoot. Ah! Let's go to Ben Gleib's walk-off. We were watching that. Mike should have a real gun. That is a real gun. Okay. It was jammed. Machine bun, nice gun. It's better than Crowder's gun. Yeah, at least my gun does something. DeBar is so much fun. There you go.
At least you can shoot your gun.
Don't worry, Mike. It was cool. I know it was cool. Okay. I'm the guy who invented the phrase, don't worry. Okay. You don't have to worry about that. Is this the thing? Here's Ben Gleib's walk-off. Let's set this up. Here we go. He was on this panel at the debates. Ben Gleib, watch.
Really small dude.
He wants to take credit for Obama's work, but
Okay,
not
they're
have
watching
to
some
answer
highlights here.
Joining me tonight is our panel of experts and Ben Gleib.
Whoa!
with Republican strategist and former RNC Deputy Press Secretary Aaron Elmore, 2020 Democratic candidate and host of the Netflix show Idiot Test, Ben Gleib.
This guy's
And
played
former
by Nick
Democrat
Kroll.
and founder of the...
This guy, yeah, Nick Kroll over there. Too much tuna. Yikes. Hate Nick Kroll, by the way. Here's Ben Gleib, so they're already busted on him. And he's still using, I hate when people use credits that don't mean anything. They still go, oh, he's the host of Idiot Test, the game show. No, that was 4 years ago. Show's over. Show's canceled. He's not the host of it anymore. That's like Josh Denny still walks around, host of Food Network's giant. No. They took that from him. It's over. Okay? He's nothing now.
Walkaway campaign, Brandon Strzok. Don't let the A on the end confuse you. It is Strzok.
Strzok. Thanks, Tommy.
Change the
welcome.
spelling, you know what I mean? You don't want to, but you could.
There we go.
I could.
So thank you guys all for being here tonight. Obviously, we saw it was brutal.
Brutal.
I spoke to Ben, who is a Democrat, the only current Democrat at the table tonight. Correct me if I'm wrong. And also a Democrat running for president. And Ben, in our conversations backstage, I looked at you and said, how is this going? And you winked at me.
Ben Gleib looks demented, someone says. Yes. Demented. I like that. Kroll is friends with Ranazizi.
Wow.
They all are. This John Mulaney, this Pete Holmes, Pete Davidson, I mean.
I
Bunch
miss
of
the good old days where you could watch the Kroll show and be like, it's just a show and not
just a
have
show.
to know
Yeah, he's
every
not
single thing about how much you
related
hate
to all
the
of
guy.
Mike's enemies. All right, so here's the setup here. Let's watch a little bit, and then I'll cut to the parts where they start fighting. There's a lot of fights in here. We can't cover it all, but I'll show you some of them.
And said, I think it's going well. But you know that this was a bad look for Democrats.
No, I think it was a pretty good policy debate over the differences between these 10 candidates. I don't think very many of them are pushing for the structural change our country needs. I think Elizabeth Warren spoke well to the themes of getting the corruption out of our government that I've been speaking about on the campaign trail.
Oh.
But I think most of them did not. I think Joe Biden came
Is
out
she really
fighting
wearing
and
a
maybe lost some of that
shoulderless
steam.
shirt?
Oh
I
my
hate
God. Look at this
those.
tacky shirt she's wearing where it's got the shoulder cut out. You get that? You know your shirt's cheap because it's missing
hate
fabric.
Shoulderlesses.
That shoulder cutout thing is the tackiest thing. You might as well be wearing bright purple as well. I mean, such a trashy,
there was one
trampy
year
thing
where
to wear.
suddenly every single store had all shoulderlesses for some reason.
Very gross.
In
Okay.
the back half when he started talking about how we need to fix people's pins in their record
We don't.
players or whatever he said. But other than that, I feel like it was pretty decent.
You felt like the policy positions were there because I saw a lot of, we want to do this, but we really have no way of doing it. And Joe Biden actually held people's feet to the fire on that.
Okay. Interesting conversation. Very funny. Let's cut to around here. They really, Ben keeps talking out of his ass and they start going nuts. I mean, they're really mad because, you know what? As unserious, as foolish as all these other people are, they've really never met a fool as foolish as Ben. Let's see. I didn't mark many of these. There's too many to mark down, so let's just freestyle here. Let's see what happens.
So we need to bring it down. We need to bring it to a calm level. We need to bring it some.
Okay, wait. They're fighting here. Let me back up a little bit here. Need to bring it to a calm level. Let's see.
Homophobic era of our country. I'm also told every night by CNN that we have the most homophobic president in the office, the most anti-LGBT president in the office.
Anti-woman.
And these are blatant lies designed to scare people like me, designed to scare my community. Now, the light bulb went on for me.
Okay, so these conservatives are saying, everybody's saying Trump is racist, homophobic, and these are blatant lies developed to scare people like me, and it's wrong. Ben's whole campaign is that Trump is the bad guy. Duh. So Ben is sitting here having to, Ben's basically saying all the stuff that he says on his campaign, but he's got 3 conservatives to fact check him here. And they're on Fox News. This isn't a game anymore, Ben.
Is this like the real Fox News, or is this like
Can't
their
be.
YouTube channel?
This is like, this can't be really
this
on
is
TV.
actually Fox News, right?
No way. Fox
Anyway.
Nation, it says. And it's spelled F-A-X. Wow.
I saw clearly what was going on, and
Let's see.
I walked away from the Democratic Party. And by the way, a lot of black people are walking away. A lot of Hispanic people are walking away.
A lot of
Jewish
walk
people
away
are
because
walking
they're
away.
seeing it too.
You
They're
walked
getting
away-
what's going on, and they're sick and tired of it. They're
You
tired of
walked
being
away
manipulated. They're
into
tired
a
of being lied
president
to.
who is anti-LGBTQ
I walked
rights,
to a
who has
president
banned
who cares
transgenders
about
from the
all
military.
Americans, who wants all
So you
Americans
think
to thrive.
keep
and
it
If he
calm.
cares,
We want to be
if
calm.
he
We don't want to
cares,
be like
sure. If
going
he-
nuts here.
Sure. If he cares
Why
about
not?
Americans, why did he ban transgender people from the military?
Okay, I actually want to address that.
Why?
Banning transgender from the military has nothing to do with the fact that they're transgender. It has to do with the fact that it's a health concern. People that have asthma are not able to serve in combat roles. People who have flat feet are not allowed to serve in combat roles.
100%.
People that are receiving hormones to transition their gender are volatile. They are. That's just the nature of getting hormone therapy.
Ben's learning
Those people
all this
also
for
have
the
a high
first
suicide
time.
Rate. The military already has a high suicide rate.
So that
combine-
matches.
I like how Ben's like, why is Trump banning people from the military? And they're like, because they're sick. And he's like, really? Wow. It's so funny. Ben is this guy. He is running around. Trump is a racist, homophobe. He wants every gay killed. And they're like, wait a minute. He does not. And he's like, oh, really? I just thought Trump was a killer. And a lot of people think that. I mean, because they've let the media run wild with this stuff, right?
Then.
Combining
by the
all
way-
of those things together, it hurts military preparedness.
So
That's
Brandon's
another
in
CNN
favor of banning
there
transgender
was
people
never a
from the military?
ban. There was never a ban. This is another CNN talking point. What Donald Trump did was put a stay on an executive order that Barack Obama signed 6 months before he left office.
Have you ever seen a Democrat and a Republican at this level verse each other, and the Democrat goes, really? So Trump isn't that bad, huh? Well, he still did the grab the pussy thing, right? No, that was, maybe I like Trump now. This is crazy. Look at Ben's face. He's never actually thought about it.
Plus, these are like the dumbest Republicans that
I know.
the
I mean,
world
this
has
is
to
so
offer.
stupid. Look how dumb people are, man. Red Bar shouldn't be more intelligentsia than the news.
Way, saying that people who need to transition can enter the military at any state that they're in. Donald Trump said, let's examine it, let's study it. He turned it over to generals in the Army and said, let's conduct a study to see if these people are military prepared, if they're military
Yeah,
ready.
Xander's got it right. Now, I'm very drunk right now, so this is all a trip for me. But Xander says, imagine talking about Barack Obama. Yeah, that's where I'm coming from. And again, all these guys are SJWs. Anyone who debates the issues is an SJW or a SJW if you're going by, grammar, So that's what's happening right now. All of this, if you're sitting around going, oh, no, this is actually what, you're an SJ. Normal guys like me, we kick back. We go, ha, 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 who gives a shit? Oh, ah! That's cool. That's normal. Anything less, SJ. You get it? So it doesn't matter what side you're fighting for. You're an SJW. You're a warrior of justice socially. If you're debating these things, it is a loser's move. So I don't want to catch you. If you listen to Red Bar, you might as well block me on Facebook. Well, block me on Facebook, because if I go through my newsfeed and I see you debating a current issue, I'm going to go, wow, I didn't realize I had so many SJs listening to the show. I'd rather have Blue Jays listening. Is that a baseball team, the Blue Jays?
Yep.
The Jays.
Yep.
I'd rather have the team of Blue Jays listening to the show than an SJ. So I don't want to see you arguing the issues. Sit it out. Sit out with me. Hang out with me. We're on the outside. We're looking in. It's funner this way. I got no problems. I got no stress, because I don't concern myself with issues that are not mine. In all of these issues, from abortion to tax it, don't worry about it. Your life will be the same. Just don't look at it. You know what I mean? If you don't look at it, it won't concern you. There are better things to argue about, such as, is this guy gay? Does he suck? Yes or no? Hang out with me. I'm telling you, not a day goes by where I'm in pain. Physically, yes. Mentally, no. Happy days. Monday, Wednesday, happy days. Tuesday, Friday, happy days. Thursday, Saturday, happy days. My days, they're happy days. I'm trying to hang out with you. These happy days are mine and Jules. You've heard that song.
Yeah.
They're happy. I haven't gone mad. And I'm telling you, your days will be happier too. You do not need to be involved. This is fool's territory. I would prefer you all to not vote. You don't need to vote. You've been led astray. Please listen to me. Think about it.
But I do think everybody should write in a vote for Gleib
yes.
this election.
Everybody write in a vote. You'll be fine. You will be fine. I've managed just fine. And nobody, I get a lot of hate. Look at my YouTube comments. Do you ever see me flustered from that? Come on, man. You could be happy under any circumstance. You choose not to. These people choose not to be happy. There's happiness in us all. Within a B, okay. All right, here we go. Let's watch this.
If the generals decide that this is not a problem, I will go along with what they say.
It
he
is
said,
not
let's
a
study
CNN
it.
talking
This is not
point.
something
Yes,
that should sign an executive order.
He tweeted
Read
a
the memo.
policy change
Read
that
the
took
memo.
all of his army generals by surprise. But back for one moment to the issue
Not
we
true.
were talking about the issue of race.
Read the memo.
The issue of race in
Read
this
the
country
memo.
we were originally
Imagine
talking
that. Fucking reading a memo. Are you out of your mind? I got things to do. Read a memo? Read the memo. Oh, I read the memos. I let myself be emotionally controlled by other people's actions. Shut the fuck up. This world is upside.
About. It is, I know it's very difficult for Republicans in this current climate to admit, but it is very difficult to grow up as a black person in this country. You get
wait a minute, a minute ago,
I'm gonna finish the sentence.
They're going, why? What are you talking about? It is very difficult to grow up as a black person in this country. I mean, that's crazy. A black bean. How is that hard?
You told me I didn't know what it was like, but now you know what it's like to grow up black.
That's interesting.
Wait.
You get profiled, you get pulled over.
Is this from your
you get
experience as a
thrown
young
into
black
jail.
man growing
No,
up?
but I actually have the empathy to listen to people, and you're
So
saying,
we don't listen to people.
by saying it's
Okay,
not
so
hard.
that's like
Aaron,
ridiculous.
Oh! See, they hate him. And this is what happens when you mix Ben in with a couple of people. Look at him. He's got a shoot button sitting down. Big fat guy,
I'm pretty
shoot
sure
button.
that Tommy just invited him because she knows
Yeah.
they could all make a fool of him, and so she could say
But
she had a
look how
Democrat on
triggered.
the show.
It's like, why do you get so triggered? Just go, wow, this guy's nuts. I never understand, I don't understand getting angry at somebody that you think is crazy.
Exactly.
Like, when somebody says something crazy, should be your reaction. I say this all the time. This should be your reaction. He's nuts. Yes! You shouldn't be mad that someone's nuts. You should be like, thank God. I don't have to actually worry. He's just crazy. When you actually get mad, it means that you're worried that you might be wrong. Okay, so when you see people get angry from what people are saying, that means they're worried that there might be a chance that they're wrong. So what you want to look out for is people that are happy. And if somebody's fucking up, your first instinct should be, yes, look at this guy. Should be overjoyed that you're watching something great. These people are triggered. If you're triggered, you're worried. You're not so confident in your idea.
Saying it's not
Can I ask
hard
a question
to grow
for
up as a black person, you're ignoring what they're saying. If I'm saying I listen to what they're
I want
saying,
to ask.
that
I
is
want to
the
ask you
opposite.
this. I want to bring it down.
okay,
I'll bring it
okay.
down. Everyone's face is starting to look like Bernie Sanders.
Oh my God, I have a lot of Botox.
And
My
it's
face should not
and
look
it's
like
gonna
Bernie
explode.
Sanders.
So we need to bring it down. We need to bring it to a calm
You look
level.
like Laura
We need
Loomer.
to bring it somewhere between a Joe Biden and a low energy Jeb.
Yeah.
That's the level
Okay.
we need to bring it down to. And I want to finish.
Imagine
up
if all your reference are Politicanos. I want everybody to bring it to a low energy Jeb. Ugh, so your whole life is wrapped up in this Politico? Come on, man. There's more to life.
Conversation on race because we have to talk about gun control very soon. But before we get done, I want to toss to Erin because she's been wanting to talk.
I
Her
bet
face
you
has almost
do.
been at the Bernie level. But in talking about race, I'm only 27
Fake
years
glasses.
old. But I have
She's wearing a grid in honor of Ben's dad.
A grid? What do you mean? What's a grid? What did Ben's dad do? Oh, wait, the golf course?
Yeah, remember he saw a grid?
A grid, yeah. And what do you mean she's wearing a
The
grid?
other girl.
Oh, on
wearing
her,
a
the
grid.
pattern on her shirt. Yes, very. Tommy Lauren's wearing fake glasses. They do not magnify anything. There is no, those are fakes. All right, so Ben gets a little heated. They fight. Let's see some more.
actually have our good friend Robert Beto O'Rourke telling us that he, no holds barred, wants to confiscate your firearms. Let's take a look at that.
I'm the only one up here.
Yeah, somebody asked, why is she trying to lower the energy? Why do hosts not want fights to happen? This makes no sense. Guys, no, we saw at the beginning of the show, we opened with Simmer Down, Sue Costella. Anthony, I don't want any fighting. If you're fighting, I'll blow the whistle. Guys, no fight. Why wouldn't you want fighting? Everyone wants fighting. Where did we see the other day, too? Someone said no fighting. We go, what are you talking about? We were watching a show. Everywhere you go, no one wants fighting, but they're on TV. TV is attention. The debates. It was the debates themselves. We had Pete Buttigieg go, this is the reason people don't want to watch the debates, because it's only fighting and bickering.
Like,
no.
That's the only
That's
reason.
why we want to watch. You idiots. We only want to see fights. That's why every topic on Red Bar is, you're never going to believe what this guy did. Why would you want anything other than that? And I'm very suspect of people who are afraid of this stuff. It's like, I've said this a million times. We're in New York Street, Greenwich Village. We're walking down and we see a fight break out on the street. And immediately, anytime a fight breaks out in public, what happens? People try to stop it immediately. And I'm sitting back laughing, going, why would you want to stop the fight? That would be like if in John Wick 3, after the first gunshot, somebody stood up and said, stop! Stop the shooting! I just want to see John Wick get along with somebody. What are you talking about? We're here to see the shootout. Well, you are. I don't actually like shootouts, but you get my point. So I've never understood these people who want to put out the flames. It's not your fight. It's not your argument, so what do you care? Don't you want to sit back and watch a show? Don't you want to see a movie? You know, there's no such thing as a movie without drama. We want drama. If you're filming it, we want action. So these people who put the kibosh on action, what are they hiding? Are they afraid the action's going to turn to them and they're going to be helpless? What's going on there? You know, people do it all the time. Never stop a fight. What kind of pussy? Stop, I don't want to hear a fight. Well, what's going on? I still don't have an answer. So let's see what happens here. This gets a little more heated, and there is a walk-off about to take place. Let's keep watching.
Ben, as a Democrat, do you think that's going to be a winning strategy?
I do not, and I agree with you on that. I think that is a mistake of Beto to say that,
Beto.
and Biden to say that, and of them to endorse that, because I have said this from the beginning of my presidential campaign, where you can find out all about my policies, by the way, at Gleib2020.com, and please do, so you can find about someone that makes sense and has common sense ideas for our country. But I do not, I very much believe
You're
in the
facing
Second
hair
Amendment.
socks.
I
You're
believe in
facing
our
hair
right to bear
socks.
arms, and I believe that we should never make any gun owner feel like we will take their gun.
I should shave my beard and get the Ben Gleib haircut and trim up my side. I never like a guy with sideburns that short.
No.
You know? I mean, like, what a putz. Do you know how to look cool? Because this is the opposite of looking cool. You look like a fucking rabbi, by the way, bro. You look like Ben Shapiro, which is not a cool look. Do you know that? I mean, if he put on a kippah, you're Ben Shapiro. I'm sorry, I'm Ben Shapiro. This is a shit look.
Away. I'm looking into buying a gun myself. It is a fundamental right in this country to be able to defend yourself, and I protect that.
Okay. Now, what's weird is on this tape, I'm watching this whole tape this morning, and they like edited something out here. Now, we have the edit. They edited something out here today, and it's actually in Ben Gleib's tweet.
So
we don't have.
Man, am I sick. Ben Gleib tweeted about this. Let me show you Ben Gleib's tweet. Look at this. Ben Gleib. I couldn't take the heartless lack of caring for our fellow citizens anymore. I had to leave. If virtue signaling means that I express that I have virtues, then guilty as charged. Morality is not up for debate. I'm running for president because I actually care about people. Gleib 2020. I'm getting pretty good at Gleib. It's not so bad. So here it is. Look at the end. Here's the end of this that is cut out from that Fox Nation feed for some reason. Look at this.
Okay, no,
we don't
no,
have
guys.
children put in
No,
cages.
all right, so
we don't
actually-
have black people being
Black people.
attacked and being discriminated against in America. It's ridiculous.
Virtue
when are we
signal received.
actually
Virtue
going,
signal, yeah.
when
Virtue
are we
signal
actually
received.
going
We
to
got it.
care about people?
We're gonna go.
We
We're
got
gonna
the
wrap
virtue
it up.
signal. We
I'm
got
out. Enough of people
Look at
not
this.
caring. It's honestly,
He's out.
It's bullshit.
He's an
Whoa.
actor, right?
For people in this country.
Look at this. He took off his mic, threw it down. I'm out. And they're going, what is he doing? Is he an actor? This has never happened. He's leaving the set. He's quitting. Here, let's watch this again. Let's see how this builds up. This is pretty gnarly.
Not caring. It's honestly, it's bullshit.
They're shocked.
He's an actor,
Have a heart
right?
For people
Have a
in this
heart.
country that are your fellow brothers and sisters.
I mean, is this Ben thing a dream of ours? Are we having a long-term dream?
Yes.
Because every clip I show you of Ben is perfect for the movie Ben Runs for President. How is this happening? This has to be a dream that I've been having for a while after my coma, right? I'm in the coma. This is all a dream?
Actually
received.
going
We
to
got it.
care about people.
We're gonna go.
We
We're
got
gonna
the
wrap
virtue
it up.
signal. We
I'm
got
out. Enough of people
Look at it.
not caring. It's honestly, it's bullshit.
A walk-off.
He's an
Have a
actor,
heart
right?
For people in this country that are your fellow brothers and sisters.
His suit's still buttoned.
All right.
Sure to win the election.
Wow, she's shocked.
Well,
sure to win the
Or the
election.
Oscar. The Oscar. The
We're left on
Oscar.
the table because we're gonna.
You hear that guy goes, sure to win the election. And then someone goes, ha ha ha, the Oscar. Sure to win an Oscar. So they're all mocking him.
That are your fellow brothers and sisters.
Fake he planned this. Yeah.
I think that too.
I think it, well, no, listen.
I think he did plan it. I think he was like, I'm going to go on here and then I'm
I
going to make a
don't
splash
know.
by storming. Because it seems like a fake storm.
Well,
out.
okay, but a fake storm out could be planned mentally in your head a half hour prior. Okay, so, maybe
yeah,
he planned
I don't
it.
know if he necessarily
So,
planned it days
Here's what was
before.
happening. I don't think he planned this prior to the interview. I think he sat down on here and he was getting busted on so bad by these two. And remember, I was showing you the fights before. There was a lot of fighting. And he was trying to keep his cool. I think it was building in his head about how fucking terrible this was. He probably wanted to walk out 40 minutes ago and then decided, how can I make this good? Because if I end, I look like a putz. If I just sit here, I look like a putz. So I think, yes, he did plan the walkout, but not prior to the interview. I think he planned it maybe 15 minutes prior to the walkout in his head.
And he thought that it would be like a video all over the net.
Yes, I
with
think
people
he goes,
saying,
I think,
presidential hopeful storms
I
off
think he
Fox
said,
News."
I'm getting cummed on so hard here. I'm getting fucked up the ass so hard here. What could I do to save it? Ooh, a walkout. And I think he developed all this maybe 10, 15 minutes before the walkout. What can I do to save this? Oh, a walkout. I think that's probably
Because
what
what
happened.
could they possibly have said that caused him to jump out of his seat and rip it
Yeah.
off that they didn't already say? Like, he's
Yeah,
friends
exactly.
with Tommy Lauren. There's nothing that she could say that would surprise him.
Somebody's calling it a fleeing. Okay.
People in this country that are your fellow brothers and sisters.
All right.
Sure to win the election.
Well, we're
Or the Oscar. The Oscar. The
we're left on
Oscar.
the table because we're gonna wrap it with something more fun. We're gonna. Okay, no,
We don't
no,
have
guys.
children put in
I'm
cages.
not-
Oh, wait.
So
We don't have.
Oh, it started over. Okay, so there he goes.
And then
Ben
I
Gleib.
think maybe Tommy Lauren asked for this to be cut out of the show because she knew he was doing a viral stunt.
Yeah, maybe.
Because why would they cut that off at the end of the video that they posted?
He has an Instagram story. Does it
Yeah,
explain
so
any of this?
Yeah, he posted
wow.
this right after.
He posted this
the
right after.
walkout.
Thank you to Michael Galanis. Been amazing
I love that guy.
lately, keeping us filled in. Otherwise, we wouldn't know. Watch this. Here we go.
I just stormed out of the Fox Nation broadcast. My heart is racing 1,000,000 miles a minute right now
Wow.
because I'm just...
Oh, he's with the guy from earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Back there from Simmer Down.
Sick and tired of the lack of compassion in this country from millions of people, from half the country that just don't care about human beings. I'm sick of it. There is no place anymore in this country for, you can, like I said, right before I ran out of there, you can debate left versus right and liberal principles versus conservative principles. You cannot debate heart and compassion.
Look at the comments here. First one. Why does he have a black servant if he values humans so much? They're calling that a black servant back there. The driver back there driving Miss Crazy.
For human beings. We must be proud of who we are. America is the beacon of hope for the world. America is the place that people turn to when they are seeking a better life. Give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses.
Oh my God, he's nuts.
That's on the Statue of Liberty of this country. Not put children in cages and racism's not a thing and stop complaining and don't even do common sense gun reform to protect children being murdered.
I hadn't seen
he's
this.
like acting.
Of course, but the whole thing's an act. I mean, the whole thing from the beginning's been an act.
But this seems even more.
Of course, yeah. Well, he's got
acting than
he's
usual.
lost. He's so diluted. I mean, we're watching, if you ever saw the movie King of Comedy by Martin Scorsese. Cool people say Scorsese. It's similar to this. You're watching a man fall more and more into his delusions, losing his true self. So, yes, it's going to sound like acting, but to him, it's a limbo state, man. It's a confused state. He don't know the difference. He doesn't even know between, am I acting anymore or am I being myself? He doesn't even know because this is too screwy for a person to be involved in. He's losing himself in this.
In their schools, building curved walls and wearing bulletproof backpacks in this country. And the leaders on both sides, even on the left, are not trying to fix these things with the urgency it requires. We have a country that is being torn apart by not addressing the major issues that are ruining lives, ruining the planet, ruining people's ability to make a living, because all we care about is rich people. All we care about is companies. All we care about is the NRA and the fossil fuel industries. I'm sick of that shit. I will fight to change it. We need somebody from the outside to change it. That's been the whole theme of our campaign, boy. We've talked about that from the very beginning.
Yes, from the outside, of course, Ben. Yes.
He called him boy.
Wow, he did?
Go back.
He did not call him boy.
I don't know for sure.
Come on. That would be crazy. Right, boy?
I'm sick of that shit. I will fight to change it. We need somebody from the outside to change it. That's been the whole theme of our campaign, boy. We've talked about.
Oh my God! That's the whole thing of the campaign, boy. This is really crazy. He's more like Sandra Bernhardt from that movie, in my opinion. Yes. He also was yelling to about 3 people. Yeah, Ben's butler. That's Uncle Ben, actually, from the Rice. Pull up a picture of Uncle Ben's rice. Look at that. Isn't that funny? Here's President Ben and Uncle Ben. Wow. Very funny. I want to see a picture of Uncle Ben now to put that together. Same fucking head. Remember Uncle Ben's rice? Did you have that in Canada?
Mm-hmm. Uncle Ben's a little older.
Burnt black. I always thought that was Ray Charles on the cover of that rice. Uncle Ben's rice.
Uncle Ray's.
Look at it. Do they still sell this? Uncle Ben. Look at him. This is shopping. Let's get to the picture. Look at that. Uncle Ben's rice. You got a little black guy in there. Do they sell this? I didn't see this. Come on, show me his face. Look at that. I'm Uncle Ben. Please, massa, enjoy this rice. It's all I could offer. I know it's not much, but I put pride in my rice. Please, sir. Very similar. All right, here we go.
To change it. That's been the whole theme of our campaign, boy. We've talked about that from the very beginning. We cannot any longer have people that do not prioritize humanity. That if you lead with your heart, you will then obviously ban all lobbyist money from campaigns.
Wow.
Obviously, you'll overturn Citizens United. Obviously, you'll finally attack the root causes of our.
Ben heard about the tobacco lobbyists, and he thinks all lobbyists are that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, he's like, lobbyists? Wait, you mean like the NRA and tobacco? Well, there's more than that. Not all lobbyists are the evil ones, right?
Problems, and finally we'll have a world that works for everybody. It's still gonna work for rich people. You're still gonna have tons of money and tons of profit, but just not at the expense of your brothers and sisters in this country and in this planet. That's it.
Ben, even I know you are going too far. Wakanda. Okay, so there he is, losing his fucking religion.
He should look at the replies to his tweet about it. Everybody's like, "You're crazy, man."
Oh, really? Where's his tweet?
His tweet is
Ben's tweet. Let's see this here. You're crazy. All right, yeah, let's see some of these replies. I'm taking my dollies and going home. Okay, it shows how you will act under pressure. Not a good look for somebody running for president. That I will walk away when people stop listening and simply parrot immature, unintelligent, Okay, so he's arguing with people. This comes off as a bit childish, someone says. Great comment. Way to miss the forest for the trees. Good for you, he's arguing. Performance art at its worst, somebody else says. Feminine energy from a man, someone says. Yeah, but if you storm off, you lose. Can't do it in that office when stuff goes to shit. Should have stayed because you're going to have to listen to half the country you don't agree with. You work for them too. This would be good practice. Somebody says, ha, you full-blown crazy. It shows a black man here. Thanks, Ben. People are boobs. You rock. Wow, I can't believe somebody said that. Awesome. I killed it. Am I crazy? Probably. Fuck Fox. So it's pretty. I can't believe there's actual people involved in this besides just me and you guys.
I know none of those people were heads, I don't think.
A manly, mature man. You showed those women and that gay man. Gosh darn it. You going for the effeminacy vote, someone says. I just realized this whole run for president thing is your ode to Andy Kaufman. Ben is parroting a reactionary libtard genius. Nope. Wow, very weird. What a weird world we live in. I'm even a little confused now. You know, this is like getting too much for me. I'm living in the land of wacko. Wacko Jacko. All right, what else we got, Jules? Let's do one more for the kids.
It's up to
the
you.
Guys. Let's see. Fuck Team 5, yeah. Ben Gleib just wants to rant at people with his pre-planned practice speeches. Yeah, he's fucking crazy. This is Alex Gross, people are saying. You hear that?
Yeah, what are you scratching your butt?
My beaver. Get me Winona, and I'm not ending with a song today.
Okay.
Unless it's Winona and her big brown beaver, Primus. Let's see this. Michael Ray Bauer. Okay, Christina Pelson. No, I think that's it for us today. I think I've had it. Okay? With everybody. Unless, is there anything else that's mandatory here today?